Hi, I'm Radona from Boys and Girls Hairstyles. Today I have Linda with me. She is a really good friend and I wanted to show you her cute haircut. She gets it cut every 6 to 8 weeks. We like to stack this in the back and you can see that this has grown out, but it's a great style to wear for longer. So you can, like, as it's growing out, you can just wear this style. It still works is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, we're gonna come back here to the back. You can see that all of this is grown because I always take and have this go straight across here. Last time she came, she was getting ready for her daughter's wedding. So that's passed and that was a beautiful day for them. So that's super fun. Okay, so you can see about how much that grew. And then I just always like to clean this up. And she likes it stacked in the back. It's just a lot easier, right, Linda?
It is.
Yes, you just don't really have to deal with the back. It just kind of falls into place. Okay, then I'm gonna take the head and I'm gonna tilt it and just make sure that it's, you know, going straight, that they're not looking down or up. You can see I'm just lining that up with this back here. Okay, same thing on this side. I'm gonna tilt the head, make sure, oh, let me grab another comb. Okay, and then just bring this down. Okay, perfect. Now, I'm gonna take from the top of the ear, I'm gonna take that, just clip this out of the way. Okay, the middle section here, you can see, just take this on an angle there. So you can see I'm taking vertical sections this way. And each section that I just take, you know, about a ½ inch as I go along the back. Okay, so you can see how that kind of tapers in right here. It stacks right there. That's what we like back here, to get rid of that bulk. Okay, now this side. Okay, now just comb that down. And now we will take another section and then just take this, pull that out of the way, and then take the middle. And I want to hold this out so you guys can see. See how there's the guide point here? I'm going to take that into that guide point. Okay, same thing there. get down to that guide point that you can see underneath. Okay. Same thing, I'm just pulling this out. Okay, you can just see that that lines up right down here to that guide point. Okay, now this side, same thing. So Linda, I was telling them, you know, how you go 6 to 8 weeks with this haircut, and do you have any, I mean, I'm just saying, it's pretty easy haircut to not have to have done every 3 to 4 weeks. Like it'll just grow out, and it's just takes a little longer when it gets, or, you know, longer to do when it gets a little longer, right?
Right.
Is that, yeah.
It's a little bit more time that way, but I get so many compliments on it.
Oh, good. That makes me
People
happy.
really love it.
Good. That's even better. I love compliments. That is great. Yeah, to have compliments and have it easy. That's good. Yes, that's great. Okay, now we're gonna take this top. Okay, and same thing, I just took that middle section, and you can see right here where that guide point is. I'm gonna take this. And Linda's hair grows pretty darn fast.
Yes.
Yeah, not a lot of people can cut this much off every 6 to 8 weeks. Linda can easily. Hers definitely grows, so depending on how much, you know, you can take with your client or yourself, whichever hair we're talking about. You know, if you need it a little bit shorter to last longer because your hair grows faster, then great. If not, you don't have to take this much off every time. Okay, whoa, I caught it. Usually once I drop one comb, the whole day I'm dropping combs. I go through lots of them. It's just how it happens. Okay, now we'll come over here to this side. You can see that guide point there. And Linda has a lot of hair. The texture's a little bit more fine, but she does have a lot. So I'll show you how we're gonna texturize it to help it have volume. And for it to, you know, just kind of stay in that way. Okay, so there's those layers. All right, now we're going to start at the top. We're just gonna come across here. See, a lot of people can't take that much off after just 6 weeks. But Linda, her hair grows like a weed, so. That is fun though, because then she can just change it up if she wants to.
My kids have that same gene.
Yes, they do, don't they? They do. Their hair grows like crazy. Lucky. It is a fun gene to have. Okay, so now in front of this ear, I'm gonna take that section and I'm gonna hold this out. I'm gonna take a little bit off, and I'm just gonna come around the head at a 90-degree angle, okay? That just means straight out from the head. And I'm gonna show you before I cut that. I'm gonna hold that. So this is where I'm cutting. This is where I cut on the top. Okay, so we're going to connect that. Okay, same thing on this side. Come around the head. How long does it usually take you to do your hair, Linda?
Well, it takes the longest to dry it, but that's about 6 or 7 minutes.
Sweet.
And then just quickly to style it with a straightener.
Awesome. I just wanted them to kind of know how long it takes you, you know. It's always nice to hear how people, you know, do it and how long it takes, so. And like she says, it still works as it grows out. Might take a little bit longer when it gets longer, but it still works. So if you're wanting a fun, pretty, cute haircut that is, you know, not pretty cute, but pretty and cute, there we go. Then this is a good one, especially if you love bangs. This one is great. Then it's not way, like a ton of upkeep. Okay. Now bangs, I'm gonna hold this out, cut into those. You can see this, I'm just gonna come in, trim that a little. Then of course, we can always double check everything when we dry and take more length if we need to after we dry. So you can see how I'm chopping into it. I'm not cutting straight across this way. I'm holding it down and cutting into it. And then this, just open and shut shears lightly. So it comes around her face a little bit. Okay. And then I'm gonna come up here, like into the bang, take a little bit of that out. What that's gonna do is it's gonna add a little bit of texture and movement so the bang area isn't so heavy. So it's kind of light. Okay, and then we'll check that after we dry it. So of course I'm gonna hold this down, make sure that that feels even. Okay, and now we're going to take the texturizing shears. Now what we want to do is I'm going to hold this up, and where this bends, I'm going to come in, take a couple little, I'm going to close the shears just a couple little times in there, and through here. And of course just in this back, and back through here. Okay, perfect. Now that's gonna give little hairs in there, so the longer hairs will stand on top of those shorter hairs. That way it will give it more volume. Especially if you have hair like Linda's. She has a lot of it, but it's more fine. So it tends to be a little heavier, even though it's more fine. It just seems to be heavier having that much, so. Okay, so mousse here through the top. Okay, then a little bit of the volume and lift spray through this area. Just rub this in. Okay, and now we're going to blow dry. And just blow dry this down. And then as soon as it's about 80% dry, then you're gonna wanna, you know, go in with the round brush and start round brushing. You can go the opposite way too to get volume. That means dry the opposite way that you're going to style it. Okay, so now that I've dried all that, I just kind of come through, just do a last little, just dry through that area, all of that. Oh, now it's time for a nap, isn't it, Linda? Does that feel good? Nice little relaxing. Okay, then I'm just gonna come on the sides, take my flat iron. This is a Babyliss Pro flat iron. And I really, really love it. And sometimes we always go just a little bit shorter on her bangs, but I'll have Linda look and see what she thinks. I'll turn you in.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
Just a
because
little
they're
bit?
gonna grow.
Okay.
They grow so fast.
Yes, they do grow fast. So we're gonna come back in, take just a little bit more length. And remember, if you hold bangs down, like really hold them down, they can bounce back up, especially if they have any cowlicks or anything like that. So just a heads up on that. Don't hold them down too hard. Don't put too much pressure. Okay, and then looking in the mirror, I can see this is full right here. So I'm gonna take just a little bit more out. Like I said, she has lots of hair, which is a great thing, Linda. Great thing. Okay, now I'm gonna take just a couple little drops of oil, rub it in. Okay, now I'm gonna just back home a tiny bit, get a little bit of volume in here, and we'll be set. I always like to start up kind of in the back area. Do a couple sections on that top, and then a couple sections on each side. And then, I always like to spray it under the back combing. That will help it stay. And then, just put it into place. Okay, I'm gonna turn her to the mirror so I can see. Okay, how does that feel?
Wonderful.
Awesome. Not too poofy. I mean, she likes poof too, but not, you know, you guys know me, or if you've watched me, I like big hair. Okay, so cute. Okay, now I'm gonna turn her around so you can see the back, see the cute stack. Makes it look super full. Okay, so darling, thank you, Linda, for letting us see your fun haircut. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and we will see you next time. See ya.